Hello! Hello! It is Tuesday! It's Mario Party 7! Hooray! Hello, Antonio! Hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Alright, let's just jump in. I have a good handful of topics today to just rant and rave and talk about. I don't know how fast we're gonna get through them all. We may just like divert in places. I don't know, but I do have a lot I want to talk about today. Yeah, we'll just give 40. 40's been fine. We'll be Princess Daisy today because I can be Daisy. If only Toadette wasn't banned. Because then we would do like a little girls' day, but no, Toadette is banned. Sure, we'll go Boo. Wario. And Birdo. Yeah, this will be a good crew to go with today. Weird. I need to really like clean this thing. Because who knows? Hello, Lore. Hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Walmart, Party, $700 grocery bill. If your grocery bill is $700, man, how many people are you feeding? No, I hate talking. I say as I plan to talk a lot today, because there has been a lot that's happened over the weekend since last time we just talked about shit Thursday. Going last, baby! It could be my benefit, who knows? Who knows? What up, Bowser? I don't want to know where these are. You really only figure out where one is. That's it. Now, I just kind of talking about the board itself. I do like this concept. I do think this concept of a board was perfected in Mario Party 8. Windmaville was like the proof of concept. Koopa's Tycoon Town in Mario Party 8 was the one. It was the one. It was so good. But yes, hello. So I'm gonna just start off with, I know I have mentioned in the past before that, haven't really been kind of falling out of love with wrestling and just kind of the trials and tribulations of those feelings. Well, there were a handful of matches that, we decided, and I say we by me and my husband, we decided to like, okay, we'll watch SummerSlam. We will watch SummerSlam. So, oh my god, Blue isn't here and I'm about to button mash. Dang it. I'll take care of the bot in a little bit. Unless Blue decides to just show up.
Finish!
I don't know what she's doing. Goodbye, bot. Nobody needs you.
Oh yeah, I
Anywho, yeah, we decided to watch SummerSlam. And, overall, I do think night 2 was better. There was good and bad to both night 1 and 2. I think it really evened out. They wait for her to be busy. They really do. These bots know when Blue isn't here. They just know. And the ones that do show up with her here, they are not in the know. They are not in the know at all. So, yeah, we decided to watch SummerSlam. A few matches, we're like, you know what? This is worth it. So we decided to watch SummerSlam. We watched all on night 1. Things happened in relation to my husband's work, and he had to miss most of night 2. But he did see the most important part. which was Kevin Owens returning. I wasn't really expecting it. There was word that he was in town, and I wrote it off because he was in content. He's in like social media content for WWE. Yeah. So it's like I just wrote him off. So that was crazy. So let me go in order. Night 1 opened up with Liv versus Io, which good match, went about what, 13 minutes? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, it went about like 13-ish minutes. And it's like, man, I wish Liv and Stephanie got that time for their Mania match. But nope, but Liv and Io have so much chemistry where they just cannot have a bad match together. So that they're at that point in their wrestling journeys where like Io is always so fun to watch. I love Io. Liv did end up retaining, but I think with what I have seen with Raw last night, 'cause I didn't watch it. I thought about it, but I didn't, and I probably should have. But after that was a 6-man tag. Solo is so funny.
Go!
Yeah, Solo Sikoa, the same Solo who was essentially nonverbal. He didn't talk. He was like the stoic, strong, silent. The strong, silent guy, the enforcer of the bloodline. He hardly spoke. He hardly spoke at all. And you turn him babyface, you give him a mic, let him be himself, and he's the funniest dude in the room. He is so funny. He was so entertaining. So that 6-man tag was very fun to watch. Trying to remember. Trying to remember what all the freaking matches were on Saturday. There was Women's Championship, 6-man tag. Oh, nice. Damn it, I'm gonna have to look it up because I cannot remember. Or at least like the order of the matches. SummerSlam. Oh, hold on. Nope. SummerSlam. Results. Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, I'm remembering now. Then after that was Gunther and Nick Aldis. And Nick Aldis' role is general manager of SmackDown. Which, it's like, wait a minute, if he is a general manager, why is he wrestling? Well, he was a wrestler before. And I feel like when they brought him on, they were just kind of waiting for the right time to bring him into the ring as a wrestler. And so the storyline with Gunther was the opportunity. And honestly, that match in itself was like one of the turning points. Like, okay, we'll watch SummerSlam. And it was pretty good. I was a little sad Nick Aldis lost. But I think he ain't done in ring. He ain't done in ring. No, I think there's story potentials. But granted, story potentials don't mean anything in now times. That was pretty good. Then we have Fatal Influence versus the Bella Twins and Paige. Fatal Influence coming out on top. I really like Fatal Influence. Love them in NXT. JC Jane has been so good. Hopefully they are climbing up there in levels of over. Hopefully. So that was a good match. It kind of sucks about Brie Bella because like Nikki just came back from injury, and then Brie gets injured in that match. So it's like they just can't win. Like I think the hope for them is to have a run at the tag titles. before they like retire. I think that's like the whole idea. But like, well, when you know, they're both gonna do it, Nikki gets injured before Mania, which we bring in Paige. And then when they all come back and have a match together, now it's now Brie gets injured. And it's like they just can't win, which sucks. And then after the match, the bell is turned on Paige, which who would have seen that one coming? Oh no. The writing was kind of on the wall, but I'm excited to see what they do with it. And then Punk and Cody, that was a really good match. I loved it. I loved that match. That was so good. That was probably one of my favorite matches of the weekend, was Punk and Cody. Vegito and I have affectionately named Punk Grandpa, even though he's like, what, 47? Which in the grand scheme of life is, you know, it's getting up there in age. And in the wrestling world, it's a little bit up there in age, which is, you know, that's people's gripes sometimes. But, yeah, we affectionately named him Grandpa Punk. And he did a freaking moonsault, which is like, Grandpa, what are you doing? And then, yeah, it's like, Grandpa, what are you doing? And then, he jumps off the ring post to the announce table. And it's like, what the fuck are you, Grandpa, stop it, please. Don't hurt yourself, Grandpa. But yeah, that's one of my favorite matches, and it featured a returning Randy Orton coming in when the ref was down, which was Charles Robinson. He's one of the best WWE refs ever. He got taken out with the Cody Cutter, and then ref got taken out. Punk rolls out of the ring. It's just Cody in there. Randy comes in, slides in, and then hits him with the RKO. And then Punk comes back in, covers. Charles Robinson comes back in with the 1, 2, 3 count, and boom, that's it. Punk retains. Good match. Loved the match. And then the main event was Brock Lesnar and Obafemi in Hell in a Cell. And Brock matches don't go on for very long, so we knew it wasn't gonna last very long. It was like 11 minutes, almost 12. But like the overall match was really good, and I really think it put Oba over in a big way. He's so freaking unstoppable. You know, he's gonna be crazy. And hello, Blue. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Who does? Hot busty men? Nope, it's the chat bots that want AI viewers. Or that are wanting people to want AI viewers. So, unfortunately, no, it is not what you desire. So that is the conclusion of night 1 of SummerSlam. Overall, pretty good, I'd say. And then night 2 starts off with a bang, because night 2 was supposed to open up with Finn Balor and Sami Zayn in a number 1 contenders match. So whoever wins would fight CM Punk for the undisputed WWE Championship. And then right before the match starts, Nick Aldis comes out after being reinstated as general manager after his match with Gunther the previous night. He comes out and says, you know, whatever, and as your SmackDown general manager, I'm making an executive decision. I am adding someone to the match. And everyone's like, what? And then Gunther's music plays. And it's like, oh no, he just had a match. What is going on? I was like, ah. Like, I had the reactions like, oh, I knew it. I knew this was gonna happen. Because, like, I knew something crazy was gonna happen once Nick Aldis came out. So we're waiting. Gunther comes out, gets to the ring. Everyone's like, oh, alright, now it's a triple threat, whatever. But then Nick Aldis is like, hold on a second. I'm gonna add another person to this match and make it a fatal 4-way. And it's like, what? Who could it be? And in my mind, I'm like, Randy Orton. He, like, just returned last night. Put him in here. Randy Orton. I was full on expecting to hear, I hear the voices in my head. I was full on expecting to hear that, but no. We heard Kevin Owens' theme. And I, like, did a, I legit, I did one of those. And my jaw was dropped to the floor for like 2 minutes, man. It was crazy. For those who don't know, a year ago in January of 2025, man, I had money, man. In January of 2025, Kevin Owens in a match with, I want to say, Rey Mysterio. I'm just gonna dump all my money, honestly. He had a match with Rey Mysterio that injured his neck. And then like a week later, he was in a pretty brutal and devastating ladder match with Cody Rhodes at the Royal Rumble, which was an insane match. He took insane bumps. It was insane. So it was pretty crazy. And yeah, and then like a month later, he has this really brutal unsanctioned match with Sami Zayn at Elimination Chamber, which was the same Elimination Chamber that John Cena turned heel. So there's your timeline there. Okay. After Elimination Chamber, he goes and says his neck is essentially fucked and he has to go get surgery. So he takes some time off, and I remember he had surgery on my birthday last year. July 18th was a surgery date. And it was a significant date, obviously. Of course I would remember it. Whoop. No, go away.
Finish.
So KO has surgery on his neck on July 18th. And just kind of seeing him all throughout here and there. He seems to be okay. And, he seems cool, he seems fine, but like, getting back in ring is a whole different story, especially as a wrestler. You're putting a lot of strain on your back and your neck, taking bumps. So, seeing him back after, a year and a half out of action was insane. And this is the most Kevin Owens thing to ever happen. He comes back from a brutal neck injury, and 2 minutes into the match, he's cannonballing in the corners. He's doing like 500 swantons. Like he was never gone a year and a half. And it's like, dude, you just like broke your neck. Now you're out here doing all your swantons. It's like, oh my god. So, but yeah, Kevin Owens ended up winning that Fatal 4-Way, pinning Sami. A lot of people were saying Finn got screwed, and I agree to a degree, but I think there's stories we can build with this. And I'm gonna call it now, just in case it happens way later. I feel like a match between Sami and Nick Aldis is in the future, but I'm calling it now. Anywho. So that was the opening match. It was fun. It was great. But then, IRL, my husband had work-related things happening that he was not very happy about. And he had to go to bed at 5:30. Yeah, going to bed at 5:30. And he had to wake up at 11 p.m. to like leave at 1 a.m. to go to work, which is literally insane. But again, that's a whole slew of different stuff going on. But yeah, so he had to go to bed early, so he missed a lot of the highlights of night 2. I missed a little bit of it, partly because I wasn't paying much attention because I had other things going on, and another part, I did had to leave and go get his drinks for the day, because no one's gonna be open at 1 a.m. No, actually. I'll go this way. There's a 2-star over there that I can grab. Pick a letter. I need to name an NPC and have no idea where to start. L. Like L7 weenie. But yeah, he had to go to bed early. And, Baron Corbin beat Trick Williams. Also, I have beef with the Minnesota crowd. They have literally zero rhythm. They fucked up Oba's entrance. And they fucked up Trick Williams' entrance. And it's like, it's not hard if you just stay on beat. You have to have some semblance of rhythm, and it's so sad to see they had zero rhythm. Oh man, I hated it. Because with Oba's theme, the drums kick in the do 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 bram bram whoo bram bram whoo. You gotta do the whoo after on the emptiness. The 1 2 3 4 do do whoo. You know, you gotta do on the huh, like the right beat. You just, you know, you gotta do it properly. You know, it's just rhythm. It's like bram bram whoo bram bram whoo. And then after the little intro, bram bram dun 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 whoo whoo, and then Oba Oba. You know, you gotta do it on the rhythm, and Minnesota was not on fucking rhythm, and it pissed me off so bad. And for Trick Williams' entrance, his entrance music is actually pretty, pretty bare bones. What really makes it is the chants that got over in NXT, and it was over pretty quickly in the main roster. It's a pretty chill hip-hop beat, but the main thing is you gotta go, whoop that trick, whoop that trick. You gotta do it on the beat, and they were just not on fucking beat. And my god, it was so stupid. Anywho, Baron Corbin beat Trick Williams. Trick Williams is featured on the poster for the Money in the Bank, and Vegito has said this: Trick Williams would make a really good Mr. Money in the Bank. So there's a penny for your thoughts there. And then after that was my favorite moment of the match, but also to set the scene here. People are a little upsetty spaghetti about this and questioning choices because, of course, the current WWE Women's Champion is Rhea Ripley. Well, she gets injured. Rhea Ripley gets injured, and it's a pretty bad knee injury. It's a pretty bad knee injury. Instead of having her relinquish the title, like literally any other wrestler would do, WWE decides, we'll just make an interim champion. And it's like, huh? Just have her vacate the title. Like, what? So, and thus, this ladder match was born to crown the interim championship. Hopefully Berto doesn't screw me over like Waluigi last time. And so the ladder match was pretty good. The ending, it ended in a way I expected it. I not expected, but it ended in a way that I had hoped for. But like the actual finish, they probably could have made the finish or cut the match by a little bit. Berto, thank you. So, there's several spots in this ladder match that were pretty intense, pretty brutal. One point, Tiffany tried to go for a Hurricanrana on Lash Legend in the corner, but Lash is like, hell no, and fucking powerbombs her onto a ladder, which I'm like, ouch.
Finish.
It was pretty brutal. And so, you know, lots of brutality, lots of cool spots. In my heart, I'm like, Charlotte Flair's probably gonna probably gonna win, but in my heart of hearts, I really wanted Chelsea. Chelsea Green has, you know, done so much for the company. She is like the literal definition of making chicken salad out of chicken shit. Like you give her anything, she will make it. She will turn it to gold. And so there's a spot here where kind of shades of Money in the Bank from a couple years ago. When Tiffany won the briefcase, she pushed off Chelsea on the ladder, and Chelsea took a really bad, I say really bad, but like a pretty gnarly table bump. And, you know, Tiffany ends up winning. Well, flip side, Chelsea pushes the ladder that Tiffany's on, and, you know, pushes Tiffany off. She hits a swanton on the girls on the outside, and Chelsea has the clear. She's got the all clear for it. Unfortunately, as she climbs up there, we have Jade's faction, like Michin and B-Fab. They're coming in, beating up on Chelsea. It's like, ugh! You know, it's kind of a downer on the moment. But later on, there was fighting, yada, yada, yada. And then at some point, those clear. And like during all that fighting, Chelsea is just hanging off the ladder that's set up right in the middle. She's just hanging there because she's got beat up. And then she comes to and realizes what's happening and climbs up there and grabs the title. So right now, I don't like this interim crap. I really don't. Especially with Rhea being injured and having it be a pretty bad injury. But in my book, Chelsea is the WWE Women's Championship, and it was well deserved. She has earned it. And honestly, when Michael Hayes said what he said in that WWE Unreal clip, saying that Chelsea Green will not be a top star. She will not be world champion. Her talents are making the world champions. She's not on level with Charlotte Flair or Tiffany Stratton. Well, guess what? She beat both of those ladies in that ladder match. So, and it's so funny that Chelsea Green dedicated her title win to Michael Hayes. It's so perfect. Love it. Yeah, Chelsea Green winning the title was my moment of the weekend. Very close second is KO returning. I'll name her L7 Weenie. Yes, do it. Go for it. I have returned to you, mentioned Paige, and I had to go check if she came back. Followed wrestling barely when I was in middle school and high school, but was there for Paige and Rey Mysterio when Paige retired, so I thought. I followed Rey to Luchador Wrestling and he moved, but then that died out and I looked basically not at all. So with Paige, she had the neck injury, and at the time, WWE doctors would not clear her at all. So she made the decision to retire. Well, I think it was like a handful of years ago, she decided to return to pro wrestling at AEW under her real name, Saraya. And then her contract ended there. And then I think like several months later, like just like 6 months later after that, she signed with WWE and returned at WrestleMania. I believe it was night 2. She returned that. So yeah, she's back in WWE, which is honestly really crazy, and I kind of forgot about it. I'm gonna be real, because I really haven't been keeping up with the product too terribly much. So yeah, but she was a tag champ, and now the Bellas betrayed her. And now we go from there. And then, yeah. So, what did I just say? The women's match, the ladder match. After that was Danhausen and Dominic Mysterio in a Human Bunnies on the Pole match. I love Danhausen. I do think we need a little bit of comedy. And it doesn't really hurt Dom in any way. But you can tell Dom really just wasn't interested. And it's like, I get it. I get it. But it was entertaining. I was thoroughly sports entertained. Thoroughly sports entertained. I love Danhausen. He's so funny. I love him. And Danhausen ended up winning, so he has his human monies. I would also love $100,000 in human monies. That would be fantastic too. I hope Danhausen shares the wealth, and he did. I think some of it was real money and some of it was the Danhausen dollars. the fake play money. And then after that was Penta and Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship. I missed a good chunk of that match because that was when I had finished my supper and I needed to go get my husband's drinks for him for the next day at work because he usually brings drinks with him. So I went and did that. And I came back, I left and did that. I was like, hopefully it doesn't take too long, and I'll come back, and the match will still be going. I came back with Penta putting the title on Chad. And also, the whole story with Chad Gable wrestling Penta, it went full circle. Completely full circle. Chad Gable's whole journey with his whole vendetta against luchadors started with Penta. When Penta first came to WWE, his first match was Chad Gable. And so it kickstarted Chad Gable's whole obsession with luchadors, becoming El Grande Americano. And then he gets injured, and then a new El Grande Americano steps up, which we still have no idea who it is. We don't have a clue. Nudge, nudge, hint, hint, wink, wink. It's very much like Soga King, Sniper King in One Piece. You know, the whole thing, it's like, oh yeah, Sniper King is a different character than Usopp. A lot of people love to say that Sniper King is Usopp, but like, no, that's not it. Well, El Grande Americano. People love to say it's Ludwig Kaiser, but I don't think so. I just don't think so. Nudge, nudge, hint, hint, wink, wink. But back at the end of May, they had at a show in AAA, they had a Mask v Mask match. That is one of my contenders for match of the year. I'm dead serious. That was such a good match. The original El Grande Americano had lost that match, and he was unmasked, and it revealed Chad Gable.
Finish.
Chad Gable was the one underneath that mask and had a whole story and had a whole full circle. You know, it's like, you know what? I came into it, you know, just hating on Lucha Libre, and I came out of it respecting the hell out of it. And then he returns to WWE, and, you know, we love him. He's actually apologizing for his wrongdoings. And it was a great moment. And we get his moment when he finally wins his first singles title of the Intercontinental Championship. Which, great story moment. He deserves it so much. I don't know if I'm actually, none of the actual story stuff, I just watch wrestling. It's why Lucha Libre stuff is so fun for me because it's very dynamic. It's so entertaining. I love it. Like, AAA right now has been really fun to watch at times because it's just so entertaining. That's kind of the part of pro wrestling that's been missing, at least in WWE, is like the entertaining, and that's why people love Danhausen. He's entertaining. We want the entertainment. We want to be entertained. Penta, the guy from the place where Ray went? Yeah! He's part of like the Lucha Bros, I think. Penta and Ray Fenix. They're brothers. Yeah, Penta. Yeah, he's in WWE. He had a really good Intercontinental Championship run. So, and Penta's also on the promotional poster for Money in the Bank, so I would love to see him in that ladder match, wrecking havoc. I would love to see it. Yep, and then the main event was Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Roman and Seth went 33 minutes. There were parts where I was just like, not having it. And there were parts where I'm like, whoa, this is intense. And Roman ended up beating Seth. And they had a moment at the end to kind of conclude the Shield story, to finally close the book on it. And both of them paid tribute to Dean Ambrose, who is currently Jon Moxley in AEW. So, I'd say overall, SummerSlam, I give it a very solid 7 out of 10 overall, both days. Someone get my boyfriend Spooma at AEW. I never really like super kept up with AEW. We kept up with it a little bit for a while because it was very fun and we loved the talent that was there. But now it's like it's not. I think it's just kind of the pro wrestling has died down a little bit.
Finish.
But yeah. But yeah, that was SummerSlam. So we had decided to watch SummerSlam, and I think it was a good decision, even though my husband missed most of night 2. But I mean, there's lots of clips on social media, lots of people talking about it, so yeah. Raise one. No, don't do that. Down she goes. What are you doing? So yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. And Raw last night, there were some solid, funny moments. And some people compared it to, oh, this is what a Raw after Mania looks like. It's like, damn, I had a passing thought to watch Raw last night, and I didn't take myself up on that. I just didn't. I probably should have, because we saw, we have LA Knight confronting Roman Reigns and setting up that feud, which some people are like, oh, he's just gonna be fed to Roman, whatever. I feel so bad for LA Knight, honestly. But anywho, I know that happened. Some other stuff happened. I think there was a match between like the Roxanne and Sol Ruca or something, and then the ladies of Judgment Day came out. So Liv and Raquel also came out, and Roxanne was there. They were doing their showboat, and the man Becky Lynch comes back. She returns after several months. It's like, oh, yo, turn her baby face and confront Liv, and Becky cooked her. Oh, she got cooked. And because Raquel is Intercontinental champion, Becky looks at Raquel. It's like, I'm not here for that one. I've already put that title over. And she looks at Liv. And this gave me a giggle with what she called her. Becky turns to Liv and says, I'm here for you, sweet cheeks. And that just made me giggle. And it's like, I'm here so you don't take another 100 days to defend that title. And it's like, oh shit. But that's not the best part. The best part is there was, all the stuff. Judgment Day, backs out of the ring, he's about to leave, and then Stephanie Vaquer comes back. Her music hits, she's beaten down on Judgment Day, and then after all that, crowd cheers, and then there's a little moment between Becky and Stephanie. It's like, oh man, that just like, that, I think that was the shot of adrenaline the women's title picture needed on Raw.
Finish.
Because a lot of the problem is there's so many important players gone from the roster right now due to injury, personal reasons. It's just a lot of them were gone, and WWE just could not pivot from it. And it's like, what do you mean Liv's first title defense after WrestleMania was SummerSlam? Liv's been wrestling. She was in the Queen of the Ring tournament and made it to the finals even. But also, why was your world champion in the Queen of the Ring tournament anyway? How many do I have in here? I have 10. We'll add 10 more. Why not? So, yeah, it was just, again, mind-boggling decisions with creative. It's just insane. But Stephanie's back. Becky's back at the same time. So I am excited to see where that goes. So, yeah, that's in the wrestling world right now. I only know Prince Puma because he was set up like the hero to defeat Penta and like Ray's successor. Gotcha. I don't know if I've really seen. I think I've seen it a few times. Oh, Prince. Oh, I know who Prince Puma is. Yeah, I know Prince Puma. I know Prince Puma. But yeah, that's kind of the wrestling world right now. Yeah, and my problem with WWE, at least, was creative treating its audience like they're idiots, and I hate that more than anything, is being treated like an idiot when it comes to being told a story. So maybe we'll come back and watch, because it's been so hit or miss, and I think a lot of it is TKO sticking their noses in it. I'm sure it was a TKO decision for the interim championship bullshit, because Rhea Ripley is too big a star to not have as your champion. Which is like, I get it, but there have been plenty of other really big stars that have gotten injured and had to relinquish their title. So it's like, why can't you do the same for Rhea Ripley? Why can't we do the same for Rhea? And I'm sure that's not even a Rhea decision. That's a TKO decision if I ever saw one. So, anyway. Yeah, that's the wrestling part. Now, there's wrestling because we watch SummerSlam. And I've been seeing some news float around in the good old MLB and a potential lockout for next year. And I think it's the dumbest thing on planet Earth. The reason for it is the dumbest reason on planet Earth right now. Because there's a big ol' moral to this story. So, okay. If I were to ask you, just anyone who doesn't know too much knows enough about baseball, but not too much about baseball. Or you can probably maybe Google it. I don't know. If I were to ask you who the top baseball team is right now. Really good baseball team, the best baseball team in the last 3 or 4 years. You'd probably say, well, one of the teams you'd probably say would be the LA Dodgers, right? I would hope so. Back-to-back World Series champions, they have the best player in this generation. They have so many good players around them. They are a very solid unit. They are a very good team. Pretty sure I just heard thunder. That's insane. So yeah.
Go!
So the LA Dodgers have so many really good ball players. Again, back-to-back World Series champions, 24-25. You know, can't really go wrong with that. Well, Yankees fans remain mad because, of course, 5-0 in the 5th inning. Hello? And then last year, Blue Jays. Oh man, Blue Jays fans are mad. So yeah, you'd probably say the Dodgers are one of the best teams in the league right now, for several different reasons. They've been under fire for a lot of controversies that are not necessarily their own fault. So a lot of people are mad at the Dodgers for having all these really good players. Of course, people are mad because they're winning, because they have the good players. Well, think about it. Why would the Dodgers have these really good players? Well, they're offering the big bucks. They're offering the money. They have the right culture for these players to build a solid team, to build a unit, and focus on the fundamentals. So, of course people will want to go to the Dodgers and play to win. How do you win baseball games? By being the best. How do you win a big old world championship? By being the best in the world. How are you going to get to the best? You either coach it good, get good players that are coachable. That aren't just hotshot, ultra talented, you know. Because that was the whole 24 World Series, was Dodgers and Yankees. It was like fundamentals versus raw talent. Like, yeah, raw talent can take you pretty far, but if you don't have the fundamentals to back that up, then it's just a lost cause. That's how the Yankees lost. They made critical errors. They made so many fundamental errors. So, I say all of that about the LA Dodgers to say this. One of the best pitchers in the league right now was a former Detroit Tiger. What is his name? Skubal. I know that's his last name. Is it Tarik? Tarik Skubal is his name. Regarded as one of the best pitchers in the league right now. One of the hottest free agents. Guess where he went?
Go!
He went to the LA Dodgers because the LA Dodgers offered him money. And the best contract possible. So, and also the players themselves gets to decide where they go. You know, where they would want to go to play ball.
Finish!
So, it's ultimately the player's decision. So, Tarik Skubal, one of the best pitchers in the league, hottest free agent, signs with the Dodgers. And it's like, people are big mad about it, but also it's like, why aren't these other teams frothing at the mouth for one of the best pitchers in the goddamn league right now? It's like, excuse me? So here's the other thing about this. The Dodgers are actually willing to spend money to get the players they need. The Dodgers are willing to spend the big bucks. And the big bucks they spend are investments to the team. So the Dodgers themselves are investing in the team. And the saying is, you gotta spend money to make money. That's the saying, right? So they are spending money to make the money with a world championship caliber team so they can keep winning and get that, you know, revenue. Keep winning, people want to go see you. You have the best players in the league, people want to go see you. So, people are big mad that the Dodgers are actually playing their cards correctly. If you want to be mad and want to have a place to direct your anger at the other teams not willing to spend money. And, like, I believe the Dodgers don't even have, like, the highest salary or whatever. I don't know about right now, but I know last year they didn't. I know last year they didn't. I believe that went to, like, the Yankees or even the Mets. Like, they have big money, but they're not spending it. They're not willing to spend their money. They don't want to do the hard work. They just want to pocket the cash. So if you want to be mad about not getting the good players, blame your team's organization and not the Dodgers, because the Dodgers are actually playing their cards correctly. So over the last few years, the LA Dodgers have slowly but surely become the villains of the MLB. All because they're doing things the right way. Which is so insane to me. So, and it's like, I would say I am a Royals fan. But honestly, like, sure, like, very slowly, I'm like, alright, I like the Dodgers. They're really cool. I love them, you know? They're like slowly becoming the villains of baseball. But also, here's the thing. If you are the only good person, like genuinely good person, in a room full of evil, they will call you the villain. You are the villain to them. Being a villain to someone is just the opposition. Whether you are on the right side or not. Whether you are truly good or not. A villain to someone is just the opposition. And it's like, you know, the Dodgers wouldn't be as good as they are without the events of, what was it, 2017? Was it 2017? Get food? Yes, go get food. Food is important. So yeah, I believe it was the 2017 World Series? I'm gonna look it up. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It was 2017. Because I do believe... I don't know if it'll tell me here. Yeah. Yeah, 2017. Yeah, so the Dodgers wouldn't be where they are today without the 2017 World Series. Let's do it. So, and the 2017 World Series is a pretty infamous one. Because that year was when the Astros had their sign stealing scandal. I'm willing. Fuck it. I know it's very early for this, but fuck it. Can it get destroyed? Absolutely it can. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Anywho. Yeah, 2017 World Series was the Dodgers and the Astros. And, from what I have heard, because I wasn't really, like, watching stuff, but I did hear about the cheating scandal. The Dodgers had a pretty solid homegrown team. Like, no stupid big names. No, they, you know, organization from the ground up. I believe they had filed for bankruptcy at some point. You know, they were, you know, in the trenches, made it come back. And, you know, everything was all kosher. And then they made it to the World Series in 2017 against the Houston Astros. But, the Astros found themselves in a little bit of controversy. The controversy was the cheating scandal. And the scandal was them stealing signs from the other team. Like, using outside sources to steal signs. Like cameras and sending signals via hitting a trash can. Oh, you go back and watch some of those clips and you hear it. Oh man. Yep, it's like you hit the trash can like once it's a fastball, twice it's a curveball, something like that. And they're like using video footage to steal these signs. And it's like, that's a big no-no. Especially like pitching signs. Like there's some signs where, you know, like if you pick stuff up, oh my god, he's covering everybody. Now if there's like signs you pick up throughout the game and you kind of relay it to your team, that's playing the game. But if you are using outside sources to spy on your opponents and pick up signs that you realistically should not be able to pick up, that is a disgrace to the game. That's a disgrace to sports. That's a disgrace to, you know, just sportsmanship in general. So, they investigated it, and as far as I don't know whether it was like, yeah, they cheated, yeah, they didn't. I think it's still a hard-ass debate right now whether they did or not. And I am of the belief that they did. Because if you go back and watch some of the clips, it's just so uncanny. It is uncanny in the way that it's like, there's something fishy going on. This is not normal. This is not normal behavior for a baseball game. So yeah, I am of the belief that they did cheat. And they cheated to beat the Dodgers at the World Series. And guess what? That's the villain origin story. That is when the Dodgers became the real villains. But no, they're a fucking hero in my book for what they did, honestly. Because from then on, they're like, okay, you wanna not play fair against us? Okay. So they carefully plotted throughout all these years, you know, got the money to acquire these big name players that these teams didn't want to keep anymore. Mookie Betts, Red Sox didn't want him. Freddie Freeman, Atlanta wasn't gonna pay him. Freddie Freeman's one of the nicest guys. And a really good first baseman. He's such a good dude. They don't want to pay him. You know, all these other big names, the pitchers that they've acquired. Hell, Shohei Ohtani. The Angels were doing nothing with him. Best player in our generation. And the Angels do jack shit with him. So he decides, okay. You know, he looks everywhere, and the Dodgers are like, okay, we'll offer you all this, and we'll get you a good team, and then we'll win. And Shohei's like, yes, we'll win. So, and when they did. So, yeah, a lot of the players the Dodgers required, their original teams did not want them anymore, or refused to pay them. So of course they were going to go to where they deserve to be paid, and have a good culture around them. So it's no wonder Tarek Skubal went to the Dodgers. It's no fucking wonder. Because that's where it's at. That's where he will be treated with respect. Be paid the money he deserves. I would obviously go to where I deserve to be paid. Obviously.
Finish.
That is thunder, holy crap. So everyone, I don't say everyone because there's also a good bit of people defending the Dodgers. So a lot of people are calling for a lockout in MLB because the Dodgers are too good. Which that's quitter talk. And it's like, say like, oh, the Yankees fans are complaining about the Dodgers buying all these players, like, oh, you can't buy talent. Well, you have more money than the Dodgers. So what's your excuse? What's your excuse? You have more money than the Dodgers. Why aren't you buying players, huh? So it's just, the lesson here is the Dodgers are actually putting in effort to win. They're putting in effort to win games. They're putting in effort to put a team together to win a championship. The Dodgers seem to be the only ones who actually give a shit about putting together a championship team. So, with all of this, honestly, I may or may not call myself a Dodgers fan. Because, like, I get it. The villain origin story is insane. People turning on them is so wild because they're just not using their damn brains.
Go!
Again, it's corporate greed. When you have the resources to invest. Invest in what matters. Invest in getting good players for your team. And I've heard that they treat the families of the players really well too. Which also incentivizes the players going there in the first place. So it's just so bonkers to me how people say the Dodgers are the real bad guys when their own favorite teams wouldn't even bother. Like, if Detroit fans want to get mad at the Dodgers, that's their anger directed at the wrong place. If they want to be mad at their own team. Be mad at their own organizations. So, like, say if the Royals weren't going to pay Bobby Witt Jr. And, if he went to, like, the Dodgers or something, Dodgers offered more money, I'd be more mad at the Royals for letting him go! I was really upset at the Royals for letting go, like, Moose and Haas and Lo Kane. I think I was screwed. It's fine. So, like, yeah, I would be mad at my team letting go of the good players and not paying them enough.
Go!
Like, it's one thing that's like, we just can't afford you anymore. Oh, I'm so bad at this game. I am required by City Social Spheres to say the Cardinals are the best team. I respect that. Mad respect. I mean, I live in Kansas, but, like, I don't like most Kansas teams. I don't like most Kansas teams. I don't really like most Kansas City teams. Most Kansas City teams are in Missouri anyway. But also, a lot of Kansas City fans are obnoxious. I say that as I am married to a Chiefs fan. But he's not one of the obnoxious ones. Absolutely not. He's one of the sane ones. And it's like, the reason I say, oh, Royals are my favorite is because I watched them play 2014, 2015. They were the kings of small ball. They still are, kind of, because there was a couple games, I can think of one that they, I think it was the Pirates, I think they were playing against. They beat them with a freaking squeeze play. A suicide squeeze! I don't know if it was a suicide squeeze, but it was a squeeze play that they beat them on. It's like, yo, that's a mad flex. So it's like, the Royals are still the kings of small ball. They are kind of crappy, but, like, I still love them. But yeah, the stretch of 2014, 2015, where they were the kings of small ball, was what made me fall in love, because I love small ball. As much as, like, a home run, hitting a walk-off home run, walk-off grand slam feels great, and it's, it gets you that good pop of excitement. I personally prefer small ball. I think small ball is more exciting. It's more precise. It's harder to do. Especially nowadays when people don't know how to fucking bunt. Or field bunt, rather. So, but that's just, you know, my feelings on baseball as a whole. But it's like, you know, the Royals are probably my favorite team. And I would probably say I'm a fan of the Dodgers and how they run their organization. Like, that's what I would hope my team does. You know, is invest in good players, have a drive to win, and yeah, it's just the drive to win. It really feels like the Dodgers are the only ones that care about winning. And that is so sad. That's why people are big mad. That's why people are big mad, is they're jealous. It's just jealousy. Jealousy. It's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Anyway. So, yeah, they're really just jealous that the Dodgers are smart. And it just kind of shows you how society is nowadays. When you are the most intelligent person in a room, people villainize you.
Finish!
Yeah, people will villainize you for being the smartest in the room. Because they feel insecure. They're jealous. They feel inadequate. Because you're so smart. That's what people with, like, low intelligence, high ego. It's that dynamic there. And when you have those in tandem, it creates insecurity. So, I have to beat them to it and villainize yourself. And honestly, I think starting from last year, the Dodgers are 100% okay with being the villains. They're 100% okay with being the villains. And you know what? Respect. I respect it. Because sometimes you just have to accept that you're the villain in someone's story. You know, there's people in my story that are the villains. And they have to be okay with that. I'm sure I am the villain in someone else's story. And you know what? I'm okay with that. Because I don't have to... Why should I have to try and defend myself constantly to someone who is not willing to listen? So, there you go. Yep. And that's one of those psychology things, too. Because, and it works with, like, bullying and cyberbullying, too. And it's like, if you do it first, they can't do it to you.
Go!
So, let's say, oh my god, what's a good example I can give? Let's say someone comes into chat and immediately starts making fun of me for playing the game however I play it. Or it's like, oh, I make a mistake on a minigame. It's like, oh, I made a dumb decision. If I make fun of myself for that dumb decision, nobody else can make fun of it. It won't have the same impact. It's like, oh, it's like, oh, haha, I did something stupid, haha, lol. And I make fun of myself for it. And then if someone comes in, it's like, you made a stupid decision, hoping to insult me. It doesn't work because I already did it. I insulted myself first. It's like, you know, I've heard it all with, like, the ginger jokes, right? Like, oh, gingers have no soul. I'm constantly making fun of myself for that. Constantly. Oh, there was a joke that I made one day. I don't remember what it was, but it was something about like it was like some kind of like move that required a soul. And I'm like, well, that won't work on me. I don't have a soul, because haha, gingers don't have a soul. You know, it's like, I've heard it all. You know, if I make fun of myself, no one else can do it. It won't have the same impact. So, it's just Psychology 101. So, yep. And if you are upfront with, if you are upfront with the fact that it's like, okay, you know what? I am a villain. And if people call you the villain, you'd be like, yes, I am. You know, people will be like, oh, they're not angry. Why aren't they angry? Good afternoon, Ginger Anime Girl. Where's the Discord? Hello, Johnny. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, it's like, I've heard it all. When it comes to being a redhead, I've heard it all. I've heard it all. So, yeah, that one was, wild. Still remember that. That one's fairly fresh.
Finish.
It's like, oh my god.
Wario, winner.
And it's like, there was one person that got banned in chat the other day. Just playing Claire Obscure. And they sent an unban request. And they mentioned, there was no warning. Well, I wasn't the one that banned them. That was my husband. And for two, I thought I explained some stuff. Maybe I'm misremembering. But also it's like, when I have a no spoilers tag for a game, it means no spoilers. No spoilers, no backseating, no nothing. So when you mention, oh hey, this boss fight has a second phase, what if I didn't know that information? What if I didn't? And, you know, sometimes information can go over someone's head and they don't realize, or they're too in the moment to even think about, oh hey, lots of other boss fights have had multiple phases. Honestly, there was a fight midway through the game that I don't think had a multiple phase. It just had different attack patterns for level of health. And it was a long-ass, hard-ass fight. So it's like, you know, for all intents and purposes, I could have been just stuck on the first phase forever and ever and ever and not have known the second phase. And they could have spoiled it right then and there. So yeah, for all intents and purposes, you know, I couldn't have known there was a second phase. And they were just like, have you made it to the second phase? And they apologized about spoiler sorry. And it's like, you can't do that in the same freaking line of chat. And they're like, yeah, I said sorry. And I explained, like, that's kind of a spoiler, bruh. And they're like, I said I was sorry. And it's like, you said it in, like, the same line that you said there was a second phase in. It's like, dude, you can't do that. And my husband was home, so he really heard how annoyed I was. And they annoyed him too, so he takes zero bullshit. So, if Vegito is in chat, or I tell him about something, he takes no bullshit. There's no warning with him. He just takes the shot. He has no in your line of sight. He's just like, tell me who to shoot, I will shoot. Tell me who to shoot, I will have the gun. It's like, I have the gun, tell me who to shoot, and, no. So, yeah. So if, Vegito is in chat, or if I just happen to be talking to him at some certain point, and it's like, yeah, there's this guy in chat. And he's always like, say less. It's like, okay. Okay. So, yeah, just fair warning. Yeah, I've noticed with my mods, at least the difference between Blue and Vegito. I know Sylvia is also one of my mods. She pops in every so often, and I still trust her as a mod. She's pretty diligent. She's like a by the book, from my experience with her as a mod. Vegito is a take no bullshit. If you mess up once, you're done. Because he is given a second chance to someone and they immediately messed it up. So he's like, I'm done with that. If you mess up, you're just done. And then Blue likes to mess with them first. She likes to mess with them before she bans them. Like anytime I get like those graphic artists in chat, I can tell, she can tell. It sounds like it's raining outside. Yeah, if I notice, because it's usually like the same like setup. It's like, hi, how are you, or whatever. Like, how long have you been streaming? It's like, that's a red flag. It's like, we can recognize the red flags, and it's so fun watching her be like, yeah, Tessa makes her own art. She's been doing it forever. I love her art that she makes herself. Did you know that she did all of this herself? And it's so funny watching her drive them away. It's so funny. I am entertained. It's like, is this what it feels like to be the queen? Because she normally is the queen. Oh my god, I pressed A! Was it on Wario? Oh my god. I can't win this game to save my life. So, yeah, I've got my holy trinity of mods. I've got By the Books, the By the Books Sylvia, the mess of them until they've gone too far with Blue, and then the absolutely no bullshit in Vegito. I think I've got a good mod squad. And it's like, I've done enough that I can, you know, if I have no mods around, I can manage. Sometimes it's like, honestly, I feel like with that one guy the other day that came in and was like, can I call you Yummy Tessa? It's like, ugh, gross. I only let that slide because their username kind of followed a theme. And it's like, I'm gonna give you one chance to back the fuck up and try again. And then they were just relatively annoying throughout. And I just happened to be on the phone with my husband during break that day, and I told him about it. And then, like, 2 seconds after I said, like, yeah, there's this annoying guy in chat, and he asked what the username was, and I gave him the username. And then, like, a second later, he's like, taken care of. So yeah, he takes no bullshit. He takes no bullshit. When was that? Oh, the Yummy? That was, Tuesday. No, Thursday. That was Thursday last week. It was on Neon Heights. So that was like the last Mario Party 7 stream. So that was recent. And then on Friday was the one kind of annoying bro in Clair Obscure. Because that day Blue was at the gym and then had to go grocery shopping, I believe. So she wasn't actively in chat. But Vegito was home. He was home from work because he came home at like 11. So he was home fairly early in the day from work. And so he was here, and he was like, he could hear me clearly be annoyed by this guy. So he took care of it. Really, kid? Riley. Aw, you could have caught that. You could have caught that. Are you okay? Are you okay? Can you throw that away from me, please? But you catch that. I know, it's okay. Go. Yeah, brush it off. You're okay. Okay, throw it away, please. Thank you! I threw an empty bottle at Riley. She tried to catch it.
Go!
That's so funny. Rexalba. Ooh. We can get money. We can get money, get paid.
Finish!
Hey. We got money, got paid! I should take a break because my right leg hurts a little bit. Yeah. And there's thunder. I don't think I'm in any real danger of the power going out. I don't think so. I'll be fine. It's fine. So we're going to take our break. We're going to get up, stretch, go to the bathroom, grab a snack, do whatever it is you need to do, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. And we're going. Thank you for the links, Johnny. Thank you. Alright. Yeah, I am always very forgetful of promoting myself. Our current goals, our follower goal is to hit 550, and once we do that, we'll read a fanfiction I wrote when I was a teenager. It'll be a real fun one, because it was one of my favorites that I wrote when I was younger. And our sub goal we have till the end of this month. So if we do not hit 15 subs by August 31st, then we'll just try it again later. And if we hit the 15 subs before the end of August, I will do a glorious future Charla run in Xenoblade 1 New Game Plus. It'll be a very fun adventure full of stupidity, hilarity, and all around just a good time to hang out with Xenoblade fans. So, yeah, if you want to see me suffer, which a lot of people do, and just hang out and have a good time with Xenoblade, then, sub or gift a sub. And we can hit that 15. We're like a little bit over halfway. We're a little over halfway. So, if we can hit that goal, that'd be awesome. So yeah, I'm really bad at promoting myself, especially when the goal ends at the end of August. And if we don't hit the goal, I will come up with something else. And we can come back to the glorious future Charla run. I know everyone's all high on Xenoblade 2 right now.
Go!
But I think Xenoblade 1 could definitely be fun. So, and I do have like there was something that I have seen of Xenoblade 2 years ago, and it was someone that did a Nuzlocke of Xenoblade 2, and the way they had it set up. Yep.
Finish!
But I distracted long enough. So the way a Nuzlocke, quote unquote, in Xenoblade 2 would work. Again, I watched a video. I think his name was like Luxon or something. I do see his tweets occasionally. The way he had it set up is New Game Plus run. So no story blades allowed, like no Pyra, no Dromark, no Brigid. All of your blade slots have to be rare blades. Just rare blades. So you get the rare blades, and if you die at any point, whether it's in battle, on the field, or was it in battle? It may have been in battle, something. But like if you die, you have to release a blade. And the way he chose it is he put all the current active blades in the party on like on a wheel and spun the wheel, and whatever it landed on, that's who got released. It was really funny when on a fight in chapter 4 he was stuck on for a while because he died a lot. He released Cassandra like twice and pulled her 3 times. It was crazy. And also the level restrictions, you cannot exceed the level of the boss. So if you are fighting a boss that is level 26, your party cannot go above level 26 unless they like level up in the fight. So there was like some like rules and restrictions for this Xenoblade Nuzlocke. But yeah. I think it'd be really fun, but also having to set that up. I mean, I have my personal playthrough, and I have the file that I have for my stream playthrough. Also, the file that I have for my stream playthrough is my child's. is Allie's profile. Cause I'm like, that'll be fine. So we'll get it figured out. It's fine. But it's just like an idea to throw out there. It'd be really funny. Cause Xenoblade 2 does have my favorite combat system. And my husband started playing Xenoblade 2 because of course like the Switch 2 version comes out. Of course he wants to play it, and it's really cool to see, especially Pyra and Mythra in their new outfits. And yeah, I didn't know about this until like I think he told me. Is that if you want, is the ways to get the new Pyra and Mythra costume. Is to do a Merc Assault one time, or scan a Pyra or Mythra amiibo. And if you, oh shit, if you scan the amiibo, you can do it at any time. You can have the outfits at any point in the story. Woo! We're good. So if you want to play the whole game with the new Pyra and Mythra outfits, but don't want to do New Game Plus, just play up to like the prologue and scan the Pyra or Mythra amiibo, and it'll bring up the menu. It's like, hey, you can have these outfits now. Do you want to equip them? And it's like, yes. So it's really cool to see the whole game with them. Otherwise, you just play the Merc Assault one time and get the outfits. So it's really cool to see. He is in the beginning of Chapter 4. He just got Merc missions unlocked. And the way Merc Assault does, it just essentially unlocks at the same point of a regular Merc mission does in terms of regular story, so. But yeah, he's the beginning of Chapter 4, so.
Go!
It's been really fun watching him play. He's got pretty cool blades. There's a lot of people saying, oh, they must have upped the odds on Cosmos because so many people are pulling her. No, I think it's just the influx of players and them getting stupid lucky. I don't think they messed with the odds at all. I really don't think that, because if they had enough gumption to mess with the gacha odds, they would have at least changed some other things in the game. So I really don't think they messed with the gacha odds. I really don't. I think people are just getting stupid lucky and opening their cores like immediately. So yeah, I think people are just getting stupid lucky with it. Because, Proof, welcome back, Blue. I was just about to talk about you, because, Blue has said, in her very first playthrough of Xenoblade 2, she pulled Cosmos very early in the game, like, Chapter 2 early. Which is stupid early in the game to have her. That's easy mode. I jest, but yeah, I'm sure some people have pulled Cosmos like Chapter 2 or 3, not even knowing that she was like stupid rare and a 1 in 1,000 chance. So, but now more people are playing the game for the first time and be like, yo! It's like they must have upped the odds because so many people are getting her. I think you're seeing that because for one, social media, and for two, so many more people are playing the game that, you know, people are gonna pull her. Yeah, so far it's been really fun watching him play through the Switch 2 version. Now there are some flaws, obviously, because he pointed it out. Vegito pointed it out watching a handful of cutscenes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, if I hit a 10, it'll happening. And it's like not the pre-rendered cutscenes, but like the cutscenes where like the models are just kind of there and they kind of have like this animation. They're just kind of static and doing the normal like idle animations. when they like are facing one direction and then they turn to face another character, they turn in 30 FPS. And when they turn and set, the animation picks back up at 60 FPS. When you see it like that, it is kind of jarring. So... Yay. I got my money back, essentially, from that windmill. I want to eat my food. What's stopping you? You brought pizza rolls. Time for your mouth to burn. I'm not much of a pizza roll eater, but like, I've heard it is molten lava when you bite into them. Want to wait till I finish this approval? Yeah, work comes first, unfortunately. Damn. But man, pizza rolls, they're tempting. But yeah, the Switch 2 version of Xenoblade 2 has been really fun to watch a playthrough from start to end. It's been, I mean, not really start to end, but like so far he's only in chapter 4, so, but it's really fun just to, and also, again, it's the fun part of any Xenoblade playthrough, especially if you are playing it after beating the game. There's so much details you can pick up. And with 2 specifically, knowing the whole overall story, you pick up little details on like why things happen, character motives, just like cool little things to theorize about. Because I've seen people, again, it's such a big debate on what to play first with Xenoblade 2. Whether you play Torna first or not. I personally don't care what other people do. For me personally, I would rather play Torna last. That's my opinion. And I think with most people there, is they probably would just recommend what their experience was. Like if they played Torna first, of course they're going to recommend Torna first because that's how they experienced it and they loved the experience. People who recommend playing Torna last, that's how they played it, and they loved playing it that way. Of course that's what they would recommend. So I'm like, I don't care what other people do. I just don't like the absolute attitude about it. Because I've seen a lot, again, Xenoblade 2 has like the worst fans of like a lot of different things. I've seen the absolutist attitude, I guess. I don't know what else. I don't know how else to describe it. It's not even a word, but it's fine. Attitude about like, oh, you should play Torna last for sure. It ruins so many things if you play it first. Play it last. Or on the flip side, you have to play Torna first. There's so many things you wouldn't understand if you didn't play Torna first. Which, again, there's valid arguments on both sides, but it's just, I hate the attitude. It's like, you have to do this. No, you have to do that. And Vegito's words are, if you are diving into the game with zero knowledge of the plot, play the base game first, then Torna. But if you have a little bit of knowledge of some of the plot and the happenings before playing, Xenoblade 2, play Torna first. That's his take on it. And it's a valid take. That's his opinion, Yeah, my take, and this is how I did it on stream too, I would rather play Torna last because there's specific details in Torna that knowing that and then playing the base game, it kind of quote unquote ruins some character details, introductions. It kind of messes up the tone a little bit. The only real spot it doesn't is the very beginning of the base game, where it kind of pulls the oh my god type thing. But other than that, there's like a lot of little things that I personally see that, like, it does expand. Like once you like know and just replay it, there's lots of different things you can pick up. Because like even going through chapters 1 through 3, there's plenty of things that like I'm pointing out that were in Torna, but it's like I've played both before, so it's like I can pick it apart. But like on a first experience, there's like specific feelings that I had felt with it, not knowing and like piecing stuff together, or I can pick up the story bits of what it wants you to do, or like how much it wants you to pick up without knowing anything about Torna. So, oh, it's going that way. No, it's fine. So that's just, my personal take. That's my personal take on the whole, Torna debate, because it's a big debate, and I have my own personal feelings, and I can express my own personal feelings. But I also know there's a time and place for it. Because, like, if someone's like, yeah, I'm playing this with the experience of playing Torna first, it's like, I'm gonna shut up about some of my gripes about it because it's not fair to the person experiencing it. But, like, shit, where's my brain going? I short-circuited for a second. Yeah, like, if someone's playing the game for the first time, after playing Torna first, yeah, I'm gonna not say anything about, like, my gripes about it because that's not fair to the person experiencing it for the first time. Like, I wouldn't want someone doing that to me. Like, if I am playing Xenoblade 2 for the first time,
Finish!
and I decided to go base game first, I wouldn't want someone up in arms in my chat saying, oh, you should have played Torna first. You have to do it. You have to do it or you're not a real fan. Stuff like that. And it's like, that's ridiculous. Let people play how they want to play. Have some, what's the word I'm looking for? Have some courtesy and be nice to people playing games for the first time. Play Torna, pretend you never played base 2 so you can avoid the weird fans. I mean, yeah, play however you want to play. Everybody smile. Oh, Bowser didn't step in that time. Right, 20 coins this time. So if he steps in, it's 10, but if he doesn't, it's 20. I think that makes sense. Okay. And I honestly think, like, if people know me and Blue, we're pretty close. We're close friends, right? I honestly think the biggest thing we disagree on is when to play Torna. And if that's the biggest thing we disagree on, I think we're doing something, right? What?
I found my table back.
Oh, she found it?
Yeah.
Okay, put that down! Where was that, like, 2 months ago? Okay. Like the one place we didn't look. Okay, well now we know where it's at. Just find somewhere. Anywho. Look for a dang T-ball bet. During T-ball season. Couldn't find it. Pretty much frame it like this. Do you think Romeo and Juliet was improved by Shakespeare or Ophelia and they both die in the end? The first few lines of the play, the question isn't, are you smarter than Shakespeare or was Shakespeare wise to do this, but do you think that knowing Romeo and Juliet's death at the start made you enjoy the story more, or would you have enjoyed it more if their deaths were a surprise? There isn't a right or wrong answer. I personally think that not knowing would have made the ending more surprising to me, but knowing adds extra depth to the story. It's all about personal enjoyment. 100%, I agree with that. Because the end of Torna, without spoiling it, it invokes a particular emotion. I feel like no matter which way you experience it, and it's like, yeah, I personally like playing Torna after the base game. And it's like the way it's set up, it really builds it to climb up, and then it just, that drop is coming. That drop is going to happen. But sometimes you just get so immersed in the gameplay, in the story thus far, that you forget that drop is coming. And then when it happens, it just stabs you right in the heart. So, you know, that's just my personal things. But yeah, that's 100% right. You know, there's different emotions invoked. Like, my brain is already like, okay, no. My brain is wired to be curious about how did we get here? You know, it's like in the first few seconds, you're already like thrown into a big plot point that happens way later. It's like, well, this is how we got here. It's like, yep, that's me. I bet you're wondering how we got here, you know, type things. You know, and then, or you see something that happens way later in the timeline, and then you go back and you see, how did this happen? That's what intrigues me the most. And some other people just want to be along for the ride and not know what's going to happen. And if that makes them happy, then yeah, that's awesome. At the end of the day, we're all consuming Xenoblade, and we are all fans of the franchise at the end of the day. So, I love the effect of not knowing about the ending of Torna. I had no idea that everyone pretty much dies, but in base game, they talk about it a lot. So if you play base game first, you know that Torna falls at the end. If you don't, you don't. Would you like a story if more you didn't know how it ended? Some people do, some people don't, and that's okay. Yeah, 100%. Pretty much what I just said. But yeah, like that sense of dread. And it's like going on a roller coaster. You can see the roller coaster. You know it has loop-de-loops. You know it has a good drop. People go on the roller coasters knowing this information, and they love the ride. I'm sure if you take someone to a roller coaster completely blindfolded, not knowing what the ride has, and put them on the roller coaster, they will still enjoy the ride. Hopefully. I hope this analogy makes sense. It makes sense in my brain. But it's like, the roller coaster will have the same loop-de-loops, it'll have the same drop-offs, it'll have the same stuff. It's the same roller coaster, but experienced in two different ways, where you can see the roller coaster and see the loop-de-loops and the drops and all the fun stuff, or you show up not knowing what's gonna happen, and you're still along for the ride, and the ride takes you, and both enjoy their experiences. So, I hope that analogy makes sense. That was what I could come up with it at the top of my head.
Go!
But yeah, for me personally, I like knowing that everyone dies. I like knowing what happens. But also, the events of Torna take place 500 years into the past. Which, a lot of stuff, just even in regular history, regular IRL history, a lot of stuff gets lost in the shuffle from being told so many times. Things get rewritten all the time. Word of mouth, you know, the game of telephone. Like, you start off with one thing and you can end up with a completely different word or phrase. So it's like, yeah, we see the history of Torna throughout the base game. And we know about, like, the stories told throughout. But, like, we didn't know the intimate details of it. And that's what Torna gives you. It gives you the intimate details. My favorite thing about playing Torna after the base game about to is something so insignificant, but it gives me life. The way Adam is built up in Xenoblade 2, in the base game. He's the hero. He is the original wielder of the Aegis, the legendary hero. Sealed off the Aegis and, you know, but like he's propped up to be this great hero. This big, responsible, great hero, very mature, you know, the great power, great responsibility. Like, he's built up to be like this really, like, cool, mature guy. But then you play Torna, and he's just a dorky dad. That is my favorite thing. It's like, oh, the legendary hero, he's just a dork. It's like my favorite thing. Just the kind of twist that you get. Yeah. So that's just one of my personal favorite things about playing Torna last. Because it was such a whiplash. I'm like, yo, this is actually really funny. It's like if you go back to like our history and then you learn someone is actually just a big old dork. You know, it just humanizes them more. So I really like that. And part of me feels like that kind of gets lost about Adam's character if you play Torna first. But like, he's still a great character. You know, he's still really good. And hello, DA. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Just catching up. I also don't mind at all that you disagree with me on Torna. It doesn't offend me because it's all preferential. Like, I wouldn't get mad if you like vanilla, but I like chocolate. Exactly! And that's also one of my gripes about society today, is so many people cannot agree to disagree. People are inherently different. They have different experiences. They have different views of life because of their experiences. Like, does part of me get a little upset if someone doesn't, like, fully 100% agree with me? Sure.
Finish.
You know, anyone would feel a little upset if someone, you know, doesn't agree with you. But also, it takes a lot of maturity to realize they have their own experiences. This is how they look at it because of their experiences. But they're not mad at you for not agreeing. That's another thing. People will automatically assume, oh, you disagree, oh, you're mad at them. No. People can just not agree with something and just go on their merry way. Like, no one's really mad or upset about it. So, yeah. There's merit to both ways, and we both agree that the right answer is do what makes you happy. Exactly! And it's like, I have my reasons for why I think Torna should be played last, and Blue has her reasons for playing Torna first. And I can also see the perspective. I see both sides to it. You know, I just have my experiences, she has hers, and that is totally okay. I'm like, do what you prefer with the story with an undertone of dread, or do what you prefer with a twist ending? No wrong answer. I just love a good twist more than a sense of dread. That's totally preferential. Yes, Tessa wants everyone dead. I mean, everything was danger. I stumbled into danger all the dang time in Clair Obscur. Hell, I had a main story beat give me the danger flag. So, there's that. Maybe I do secretly want everyone dead. I don't know. I've dealt with a lot of death. It's fine. I know how to handle it. Blue really likes the intimate details of Torna, alright. Jin. Anywho. I'll say that I tend to enjoy going through Animedia chronological order so that, like, little misconceptions in the future I can laugh at, like, at some immortal viewer. Yeah. And again, it's preferential. Like, the chronological order is totally a valid argument because some people would rather experience things chronologically, like in terms of like a timeline order. There are some things that should not be in the timeline chronological order. The biggest example of that is Future Redeemed. Future Redeemed should be played last. So, typically a timeline, if you're going to do what Blue's doing and marathon Xenoblade Chronicles, Definitive Edition, Future Connected, to base game or Torna, the other one. So if you play Torna first, then base game, play base game, then Torna, that doesn't matter. Play 3, then Future Redeemed. Future Redeemed should be last. That is the really only time there is a correct answer in when to play a prequel to something. That is the only correct answer. It's raining again. Want to start Future Redeemed so bad because I just finished 3. You finished it? What'd you think of it? Did you cry? I cried. Or maybe I'm just a crybaby. I don't know. I really want to go through and experience 3 again. I've only ever like played it through one time. Sure. Yeah, when it first came out, I watched my husband play 3. And then about a month or so later in like September, I started playing 3 on stream. And then my husband played through Future Redeemed. And then I played through Future Redeemed way later. And that's it. At some point in there, my husband... Oh shit, not Mario. I meant Birdo. It's fine. My husband attempted to play through 3 again. I don't remember like what chapter he was on, but he had just got Ethel to the party, I think. Or she just left. I don't remember. It was somewhere in there. But he hadn't gone back to it. So he's probably gonna... so now he's gonna hold off till the Switch 2 version comes out, and then he'll play through 3 again. Doing great. Recently got back from a trip from Ohio. How was it? It was awesome. It was great. Awesome. Yeah, I knew you were going there. I remembered you saying that. But yeah, how was 3? Did you enjoy it? 3 is awesome. Yeah, my take on the Xenoblade Chronicles. 1 has the best story. 2 has the best combat and gameplay. And 3 has the best of both. That is my stance on Xenoblades 1, 2, and 3. 1 has the best story, 2 has the best combat, and 3 has the best of both.
Finish!
That's my overall consensus. I think most people agree with that. And of course, people have their favorites too. And the reason I say like 2 has like the weakest story is because it took so long for me to really fully understand it. And even if you have a like complex story, you should be able to understand the bare bones on a first experience. Because if you at least understand the bare bones on a first experience, then you can dive and replay the game and pick up the little details and build, you know, how you see the story. But like, if you don't understand the bare bones story, something's up. So... okay. It's very hard to make me properly cry, but it was definitely a sad time. But before I beat it, Blue showed me how to Redacted, so that I could use Redacted for the end of the game, and I got Redacted up to like 541 and 1 of the plus chain attacks. Yo, crazy. It's been a while since I have played through 3, so I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to think of what that is. Yeah, it's been a minute since I played through 3. I know chain attacks are so cracked in 3. They are so cracked, but they're so fun. I know the hero that I stuck with when I played 3 was Ashira. And it was mostly because of her hero bonus. Like, she automatically gives, like, a 200%, but she can't be used again. But that is enough to, like, bring people back, and then you can, like, build it in such a way where you can just, like, keep going and going. So... very big spoiler for the not quite main story. Okay. Somebody may have to message me that. Because I'm having a hard time thinking. Come on, I'm so bad at picking numbers. Yeah, you may need to message me what it is, and then I'll understand. Because again, it's been a long time since I've even played through the base game of 3, or even seen it played. So... And it's raining. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring.
Finish.
Yeah, I'm also really glad you enjoyed it. With the sad time. Sad time is definitely correct. Because, man, I remember the first time experiencing Chapter 5 was a rough one. And the end of the game was also rough. The sound of the downpour, yeah, those are my tears. The first time I experienced Xenoblade 3. I cried so hardcore. I cried so hardcore at the end of Chapter 5 and at the end of the game. I also cried at the end of Final Fantasy X. I remember doing that. I don't think I have bawled like a baby at Clair Obscur yet, but there were times where I teared up. There were plenty of times.
Wow.
Sorry about that. I saw a shadow approach the door a bit ago. I didn't even think about what it was because I thought it was something else. And the kiddo was just telling me there's a package at the door. I'm like, what? I looked outside and yeah, we ordered a new pair of boots for Riley. Because her feet are big. Her feet are big. So, and the package is a little wet. It did get rained on. So I figured I'd bring that in before it rains even more. I don't know where a good place to put that is. I'm good. You want food? Go get your food. Why do I have is this a school message? I think it is a school message. Anyway. Ah, okay, yeah, okay. I got you, Lore. I got you. Yeah, okay, I see now. I see. Yeah, I don't know much about, like, cracked builds or anything in 3. But honestly, that seems really insane. Okay, yeah. Now that I know The Who, not the band The Who, but, you know, The Who and the who, what, when, where, why. Okay, I got you. I know what you're talking about now. I got you. Yeah, and I understand why it's redacted. Cause it's like, I think in my mind I knew, cause like it's got big plot implications. But as you go through the story, you don't want others to know. So yeah, okay, I got you. Oh, what? How? I stopped! was a great time. I'm sure it was. Yeah, I don't know much about like cracked builds. I always ran Ashira. I always ran Ashira. Because that was how I enjoyed the game and how I adapted, so. But yeah, that's kind of the fun in like the heroes. And finding ways to have your playthroughs like gel. So it is pretty fun. It's like the rare blades in 2. Because like every playthrough is different. You know, you're gonna pull different blades. Vegito always finds a way to pull Percival right before Araya. Because Percival has a skill that has a very small percentage chance to insta-kill humanoid enemies. Well, there's a lot of Ignas in Uraya, and Ignas count as humanoids. So if you have Percival as one of your blades for Uraya, then you'll be in good shape. Because you may have a chance for that skill to go off, and plus you need to kill a bunch of Ignas in Uraya for his skills anyway. So, that's just pretty good all around for Percival. And, I want to say Percival is a Pity Blade in Group 2, and that was the group I was in on stream. So I got lucky with getting Percival, but my very first playthrough, I didn't pull him till mid-game. So after Uraya, and I was like, fuck, I was struggling. I was struggling so hardcore my first playthrough with the Ignas. Ugh. I used Ashira for a long time. Ashira's really good. I enjoyed Ashira. So, maybe at some point... I know Blue's doing her Xenoblade marathon, so, and I don't want to like overstep, but I do have a hankering to play Xenoblade again. Cause so much Xenoblade hype, man! You know? Sure. So, but yeah, I think a lot of it is in 3, because I just haven't played 3 in a while. Haven't played 3 in a while, haven't watched the game be played in a while. I didn't do that. So it's just been a minute since I've experienced 3. Okay, no, I need to go off over in the other direction. Hello! I need to pay 27 coins. Okay! How about 42? Answer to everything. Ta-da! Ordered a case for your new PDF, XL, for physical PDF games. New battery, they're arriving tomorrow? Nice! Nice. It's nice when you have stuff coming in the next day when you order off of Amazon. Because, when I mentioned, oh hey, you can get the new Pyra and Mythra outfits from the Pyra or Mythra amiibos, we don't have those. But my husband found these little like amiibo chips that you can program to be a specific amiibo. We have a bunch of like amiibo chips for like Zelda stuff. Yeah, he bought like a couple like blank amiibo discs and programmed them to be. He got one for Pyra, one for Mythra, and he, you know, made sure to write which one's which, and they do work. So it's awesome. So we don't have the actual Pyra or Mythra amiibos, but we found ways to make them work.
Go!
Hey.
Finish!
So that's how we got the outfits early in a playthrough. Like, it works on the very first opportunity that you have to scan an amiibo, essentially when you get to Argentum in chapter 1. So, yeah, you can do that. So before you even see Pyra in Chapter 1, you can have those outfits unlocked. And it's really cool. Amiibo for Xenoblade 3? Nice. Yeah, we're also not much of like amiibo collectors. We have, I think, a grand total of 2 amiibo.
Go.
Like actual, legit amiibo. We have 2. We have the Wolf Link amiibo that we got from the Twilight Princess HD pre-order. And we have the 8-bit Mario that came bundled with our Wii U when we got Mario Maker. So, yeah. Those are the only 2 amiibo that we have. Like, legit amiibo. We have, like, the amiibo coins and stuff that we got, like, for Zelda stuff. And get, like, the extra goodies in, like, Breath of the Wild. But, but yeah, in terms of, like, actual amiibo, those are the only 2 that we have. And it's like, it'd be really cool to, like, collect amiibo and just get them to have them. But, like, that's just extra money. And it's like, also, there's no required content that you get from amiibo either. You know, like, none of it's required. That's what it should be. You know, you get little bonuses, and that's what it should be. At least we haven't gone that far yet. But now it's like, oh, you need to buy the DLC to get the full story and all that. Bowser work? Like the Bowser time? So in Mario Party 7, every 5 turns, is Bowser time. So the Bowser meter fills up after every turn, and after every 5th turn, Bowser shows up. He does really whatever. It can be a handful of things. He can ask for pictures and everyone loses money. He can take over an item shop. And then other things are board specific. Like this one, he can either destroy a windmill, so all of the money invested in a windmill is gone. He could have Koopa Kid take money from a windmill, which can alter the ranking and who gets the star. Like he just did. He destroyed a windmill. He destroyed a 1-star windmill, and all the money that went with it is gone, which I'm not too upset about. I'd be really upset if it was the 3-star one, because I invested 100 coins in that one. But yeah, on this one specifically, there's windmills around, and you invest money in the windmills to, and whoever invests the most money gets the star, or whatever value star is the value of the windmill. So, like if it's a 1-star windmill, whoever has the most gets 1 star. If it's a 2-star, whoever has the most money gets 2 stars. And if it's 3-star, whoever has the most gets 3 stars. So, yeah. No, you're good. Asking how something works isn't backseating, so you're good there. Backseating would be telling me, oh, you should invest in this windmill. You should put in so much money into this one. You should do this. You should do that. That's backseating. I don't like that. But asking questions, I don't care. Ask questions. Well, there are specific questions that could be a little rough. It depends on how you word it. But asking how a board works or how like a specific mechanic works, I don't consider that backseating. If someone does, I'd find it a little weird, but I mean, to each their own. But for me, asking how something works isn't backseating, so it's good.
Go!
Like the other day, someone during Claire Obscure, I mentioned it earlier, asked a question that I got a little annoyed by because it was technically a spoiler in their question. And like asking a question like, hey, have you gotten to spoiler? That's a spoiler.
Finish.
Like, they asked me if I'd gotten to, like, a second phase of a boss fight. And without any prior knowledge to know, like, what if someone else had come in and just experiencing it for the first time? And it's like, I mentioned, like, hey, I've been struggling on this boss fight, hope I get through it, and then they drop a bomb. It's like, have you gotten to phase 2? And it's like, yes, there is a phase 2, sorry. And it's like... And it's like, no. Like, asking about a said spoiler, Betsy doesn't be like a dude bro. Yeah, don't be a dude bro. Don't be a dude bro. Get help. No, I'm kidding. Sounds good to me. 14, because I can. Yeah, because the other day playing Clair Obscura, I was stuck on a really hard boss fight. And, you know, I think I mentioned, like, this is my first attempt at it. We're gonna get into it, and hopefully I can do it. And that's all the information they had to go off of. And they drop a, have you gotten to phase 2? Yes, there's a phase 2, sorry. And it's like, for one, yes I had, but two, that's not the point. The point was, you just dropped an insane spoiler, because what if I had been stuck on the first phase for a long time? What if? Right? Like, if I'd been stuck on the first phase, not knowing there was a second phase, because some boss fights don't have second phases. And then it's like, you just spoiled that there's a second phase. I would have been so upset if that was like a legit spoiler for me. I would have been so upset. And I even told them, like, that question in and of itself is kind of a spoiler, because, like, what if I didn't know? It's like, what if I did not know? What if I did not have prior knowledge to a phase 2 of this boss fight? Then you look like the asshole. And then after I explained that, like, hey, that's kind of mentioning that there is a second phase was kind of a spoiler. And their rebuttal was, I did say sorry. And it's like, you said sorry in the same exact message you dropped the spoiler. That's not an apology. And then, they were saying some, like, weird things that were just kind of like, okay. And then, Vegeta banned them. And then Vegeta banned them. He takes no bullshit.
Go!
Ah! Too fast and furious. No, this one. I really had to look. Oh, I went past it. Ta-da!
Finish.
Usually, Domi would be Johnny, yes. So this is Shadow Realm, yes, for sure. Anyone who is disruptive and disrespectful, immediately Shadow Realm. Immediately, yeah, Vegeta banned them. He takes no shit. He happened to be home that day, and he heard how annoyed I was. I think he had my stream up, and I think he was in the bathroom at the time. Because I think he was about to go in the shower, and he was hearing all of that. And then it's like, I was focused on the boss fight, and then I look over at chat, and then bro was banned. I'm like, okay, cool. Oh no! My 2 stars. My 2 stars. That's all my body. I'll solve it better than main modded new 3DS XL and put it in my secondary one. Whenever I pick it up from my Orchard store, it's been repaired. Ooh, nice. Nice. Yeah, that's right. Take his money. Take his money. I'm like, I don't care who it was, just take his money. Anywho. Also, yeah, with that person that got banned on Friday, they had sent an unban request that I didn't see it till last night, because I usually don't, I check periodically if I do have any, like, unban requests, and there was one from that person that got banned on Friday, and in their message they're like, oh, I had no warning, and I was like, you did have a warning about just kind of being mindful of your words and knowing about spoilers. Like, that was your warning. I may go back and watch that VOD to see exactly what I said. Because, like, I don't remember much. I'm kind of in a minefield. I left the minefield. Never mind. No! Not this one! No! How much are you gonna take? Oh no. Oh no. My life savings, 22. Oof. I mean, I still own it, because I invested 100 into it. And the next highest is 11, so I'm fine. I just need to go back in there and reinvest my money. Ugh, gross. Oh. Damn. Oh well, that's fine. And I do go back in and watch my VODs occasionally. Even recently, I had gone back and I watched a little bit of my Mario 64 VODs. And then I rewatched, and I did this before it got announced, so don't think I did it because of it. So I was rewatching my Mario Sunshine VODs. Specifically, the Watermelon Shine. Specifically that, because I think there was something someone said in chat that I wanted to, like, double check on it, but, like, I was, like, reliving the moment. I got stupid lucky on it. And then, like, a couple days after I rewatched it, yeah, a couple days after I rewatched it, it got announced, Sunshine for NSO. On August 13th. So a week from Thursday. I'm excited. And also, man, it would have been nice to play through Sunshine with save states. Man, it would have been nice. But I played it on 3D All-Stars. That's how I played it. And I do believe now you can play it with the GameCube controller. And it works on 3D All-Stars. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited about, Mario Sunshine. But also, my husband has priorities. I think I saw it on Twitter, and I texted him, Mario Sunshine, August 13th. And his immediate response was, where's Twilight Princess? He has priorities. Twilight Princess wasn't, like, pre-announced, but it would be really nice. It would be really nice to have Twilight Princess on the Switch. That'd be really cool. But yeah, I had rewatched the Watermelon Shine from Sunshine like 2 years ago. And yeah, I got stupid lucky. I got stupid lucky with that success. Oh man. And I think when I saw it on Twitter, and I quote tweeted it saying, are we gonna revitalize or revisit the greatest wrestling feud of 2024, Tessa versus the Watermelon? just so I don't have to deal with it. I hope Mario Superstar Baseball gets it, so that would be really cool. I think that would be really cool. Because early on in the stream, when I first got my cabinet card, I played Mario Superstar Baseball. I think that's what I did on Tuesdays and Thursdays before Mario Party came to Switch Online. So, but then I know there's a VOD of it that has been unseen because I got so mad. Because, man, I swear the AI cheats in Superstar Baseball. But I love Superstar Baseball. It's really fun. And plus, baseball! It would be really fun to try and unlock everything again. Start from scratch. That'd be really fun. So that'd be really cool. Another hope is like the Mario parties. The GameCube Mario parties. And I'm willing to hedge a bet that I'm still gonna have issues with Mario Party 5. But yeah, the GameCube Mario parties would be really fun to see on the Switch. Any of the sports games, really. Because I played the sports games. The only sports game I didn't play was Mario Strikers. And I played it on stream. So I played a little bit of it, but like in terms of like my childhood and growing up and like my teenage years playing the games, I played a bunch of Mario Power Tennis. I played a bunch of Mario Superstar Baseball, Toadstool Tour. You know, I played a bunch of those games. So it would be really fun to see those come to the Switch. And also, where's Coliseum? We've got XD, but not Coliseum. It's a little rude in my opinion. It's just a tiny bit rude. Got another excuse to play Sunshine again? Nice. And like, Sunshine is fun. It does have a fairly steep learning curve. And it is very jank. But like, overall it is fun. I would call it fun. Even though I yelled and got angry a lot. But like, I would play Sunshine. I don't think I would want to 100% it without extensively writing down notes and everything. Like, I wouldn't want to 100% it, but I would play Sunshine again. I would play Galaxy 1 again. Galaxy 1's probably my favorite 3D Mario out of the ones I have played. Galaxy 2, yeah, no. We didn't talk about Galaxy 2. And another one, I would love to play, Odyssey. I would love to play Mario Odyssey. Yeah, Mario Odyssey is one I have not played. I've seen it played. I have seen it 100%ed by, streamers that I have enjoyed. Streamers that I love watching, and Mario Odyssey looks really fun. And I know a lot of people really enjoyed Mario Odyssey. It is a pain to 100%. I have seen the struggle of the 100%ing it. But I think I would have fun with Odyssey.
Oh.
Nothing seems too inherently difficult aside from like the end, the darker side of the moon or whatever. That you need at least however many moons to do. But like, at least you have multiple hit points to do it. And I did see it cheesed. I did see it cheesed. So, if I have seen it cheesed, I can do it cheesed. But yeah, at least there's multiple hit points in doing the penultimate level. Not the penultimate level, the ultimate level. Because the penultimate is the one before. So... I saw a carpet on Mario stream and got spooked for a second. But yeah, doing like the ultimate, the end, the hard level, no checkpoints. There are spots where you can get an extra like set of health. So that immediately makes it better than freaking Galaxy 2's The Perfect Run. That has scarred me forever. Hello, Frost! Hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Why is Boo scared of booze? He's scared of pink. That's why. He doesn't like the color pink. And that's no reason to be scared of it. That's a Boo problem, not a anyone else problem. That's a Boo problem. There's a watermelon. Yeah, I did get it. Where you get it? The watermelon shine is in Gelato Beach. That is the 8th shine. Because in Sunshine, I'm sure you know this, you're required to get the 7th shine in every level. That's how you go on to beat the game. And the 8th shine is just a little bonus one. And the Watermelon Festival is the 8th one in Gelato Beach. And I'm like, sure, why not? I'll do it. Famous last words. But yeah, I got stupid lucky, and I still remember, and Blue clipped it because she also played the Benny Hill theme, which I have removed since then. It's probably the best use of it, honestly. Was when the watermelon got stuck on the trampoline, and I couldn't get it off of the trampoline, so it wouldn't respawn. Oh, it was so fun. Yeah, Mario Party 5 and I have generational beef. 100%. That is the most accurate statement in the world. Pachinko machine or lily pad? I think I did both. I want to say I did both. I did the pachinko machine. I was on that for a little bit. And the lily pad of death. I think someone had clipped it. But I completed it during an ad break, so like no one saw it. I was just so focused on actually completing it that I didn't even notice the ads were running. So yeah, the lily pad of death was completed during an ad break. Go to heaven and you'll still be beefing Mario Party 5, probably. I mean, if I go to hell, nothing can be worse than playing Mario Party 5. Satan himself will greet me, handing me a GameCube controller, saying, "Let's play Mario Party 5." Yeah. I do hope the Mario Party, the GameCube Mario Parties come to NSO. I hope the Mario Sports games come to NSO. Coliseum needs to come out like yesterday. Twilight Princess would be really fun to see. So those are kind of my hopes for Switch Online. Also, would I be willing to play through Mario Sunshine again? But then I can play it with save states, which is something that I heavily needed when I played through Sunshine. Oh man, I needed save states so bad when I played it. Kind of up her whatever she needs. For the crime of criminal trespass, your sentence is a 50-turn non-stop game of Mario Party 5. No! Don't make me do that. No, please, I'll do anything. Anything except Mario Party 5 or Galaxy 2. But a ton of strategy guides. One of them, Final Fantasy X-10-2. Ooh, nice. It is the 25th anniversary of Final Fantasy X, and thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Welcome in. You are free to chat. If you want to just lurk, you are free to lurk. Welcome in. But yeah, it's 25th anniversary of Final Fantasy X, so I'm seeing a lot of Final Fantasy X stuff. Lots of Final Fantasy X, lots of Xenoblade. It's a good day to be a JRPG fan. A good time. So. Oh, come on. No. At least you just have to touch the money and not have it land perfectly in the box. I mean, it helps.
Finish.
At least, eat some food during the sentence? Yeah, of course. Food is definitely important. But yeah, Final Fantasy X. I would probably go on record to say, Final Fantasy X probably my favorite Final Fantasy. That felt really weird on my ankle. I don't know if you heard that. The way I'm sitting, my controller's like sitting on my ankle. Because I'm sitting on the floor. I have my left leg over my right leg, not a traditional crisscross applesauce. I think a year ago when Max was doing his like Lego builds for his birthday, you can see him sit on the floor, and he would sit like this with like one leg over the other and not the traditional crisscross applesauce. I'm like, yo, someone else is like that? Insane. But yeah, I'm sitting like that, and I have my GameCube controller resting on my ankle. Like the handle with the buttons on it is like kind of in the arch of my foot. And the other one's like on my Achilles. So that's kind of where the positioning of my controller. So when it vibrated, it was right on my ankle bone. It was right on my ankle bone, and it felt really weird. So. If I sentence you, it would be 50 turns Mario Party 5, hardest difficulty, which you must win. Complete the perfect run on Galaxy 2. Just kill me at that point. I would rather die. You think I'm joking? No, I'd rather die. just kill me. Murder me in cold blood. I'd rather do the watermelon shine 5 times in a row than to play Mario Party 5 on the hardest difficulty, because I think there is a level above hard. I think it's brutal. I'd rather not do that, and I'd rather not do the perfect run, because that traumatized me so hardcore. Yeah, I'd rather do the watermelon shine 5 times in a row than to do 50 turns of Mario Party 5 in a must-win situation and do the perfect run. Yeah, no, absolutely not. Just kill me. Kill me at that point. Ooh, it's in a perfect way. Give me some money. He's gonna make it there before me. I need him to slow his roll, literally. I need him to do that. I say is I'm not really in any real danger. But I am the danger. The danger is everywhere, as Claire Obscure has taught me yesterday. The danger is literally everywhere.
Go!
Yeah, it's like if you're getting danger on the main story beats of Claire Obscure, I think there's something wrong. Yeah, and I also spent like freaking over an hour on a stupid mime fight that I didn't even win. So yeah, yesterday was a interesting stream.
Time.
I defeated a handful of enemies towards the end. yesterday, and I fought and won against a chromatic boss, which I'm so proud of myself for that one, because I didn't think I would ever do that. Woo. Boring, I hate boring. Boo. Boo, you're so lame, I'm gonna give you a second chance. Wheel of Fun. He gets money. Don't spend it all in one place. Oh man, I stretched. I needed that stretch. Hello, Tyler. Hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. I can't stay too long. No worries. However, I have to say, I know I'm going to like it here. Big fan of Mario Party. Also have beef with Mario Party 5. And you have my favorite wrestler of all time, Stone Cold Papa, but I followed. Awesome. Yeah! Awesome. Love that. Yeah, I've been kind of in and out of wrestling, and when I was a kid, Stone Cold was always my favorite. So, yeah, when I was a kid growing up, Stone Cold was my favorite. Even though I didn't really, like, watch much wrestling, I knew of Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I had a wrestling game growing up, and I played it with my sister all the time, and I think I played as Stone Cold a lot. So, yeah. Welcome in. And if you love Mario Party and have beef with Mario Party 5, you are in the right place. Because, man, Mario Party 5 is so cursed for me, you have no idea. If you do complete the sentence within some time, you'll have free food for your life. Not worth it. Not worth it. I don't think that's worth it. I would rather die. Okay. Still safe to go that way because it was a chance. There's a chance of nothing. There is a chance of nothing. What do I have? I have Kamek. Can I make it over there on the throw? I can. Hooray! I'm gonna do it because I can. Because why not? Why not? Dang it. Sure. Let's do bare minimum. It's like I'm trying to make it over back to my 3 stars and I don't need to. That's the thing. I don't need to. I would want to get it back to 100 because I invested a lot and Bowser stole it from me. Free food, how can you not take it? Free food at the cost of what? My sanity? My entire being? Absolutely not. I would be so drained. I would feel so depressed, so unwell that I wouldn't even think about food. I don't think it would be worth it to do hardest difficulty, 50 turns, and perfect run. Absolutely not.
Finish.
Oh, I couldn't find it. So yeah, that is absolutely not worth it. Also, favorite wrestler, when I followed, I'm like, no way, lol. Mario Party 5, it's a good game, but I'm personally not a fan of the capsules in our movie to get a playable character was a bad move. Mario Party 7, I feel, is underrated. I can agree with that. I do think Mario Party 7 is underrated. It's my second favorite Mario Party. My number 1 favorite Mario Party is 3. 3 is my favorite Mario Party, followed by 7. And then I don't know for the rest of the slots. I just know Mario Party 5 is at the bottom. Like, I would probably put Mario Party 9 above 5, and that's saying something, because I have the same exact issues with it. My issues with Mario Party 5, the mini-games are really, really fun, some of the best, but the boards are so boring. I forget, like, I can sit and think about and name you the Mario Party 5 boards, but then forget one even exists. When I was, I think, because 2 years ago, I did what I called the Gauntlet Run, and I played through Mario Parties 1 through 8, all of the boards, 50 turns. Ran a freaking gauntlet with it. And at the end of that gauntlet run, I made a tier list of all of those boards, and I had some hot takes in there. And when I got in the gauntlet run itself, when I got to Mario Party 5, I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna do all 6 boards. And then I was extremely shocked to find out there's actually 7 boards in Mario Party 5. I was extremely shocked. I was like, oh, what board am I missing? And I ran through it, and I forget, which one? Shit. Undersea Dream. I really had to sit and use a lot of brain power to think about it. Undersea Dream. I forget about that one. And when I made that tier list, I think I had it, like Tessa Jane favorites. Hold on. I think I uploaded it in my Discord, but I can also pull it up on my phone, I think. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Not that search anyway. Here we go. Oh no! Wow. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, here is my tier list. Yeah, I had Tessa Jane favorite, great, enjoyable, boring, bad, and forgettable. I had a separate tier specifically for Undersea Dream because I forget it exists constantly. The only time I ever remember it exists is if I am like actively talking about that, I forget about it. Other than that, I don't even think about it. So, yeah, I think I ranked my top favorite board, not from Mario Party 3, surprisingly. My top favorite out of Mario Parties 1 through 8 is King Boo's Haunted Hideaway. That's my top favorite. I love that board. It's always very fun to go through. And, I personally think, Mario Party 8 is super underrated. Like, yeah, I've got my problems with it, but I think 8's underrated overall. 7 also. Because a lot of people, 4 or 5's usually pretty up there. 6 is up there as well, but 7's just kind of there. But I also played 7 first and then 6 later, so 3's number 1, nice. There's a question today, what are you a fan of? Just anything. I like Mario Party. I like sports. I like baseball. I like wrestling, even though like I've been kind of in and out of wrestling now. We did watch SummerSlam this last weekend. I'm just a fan of video games. Xenoblade. I mean, it went there last. What turn are we on? You know what? Risk it for the biscuit. Risk it for the biscuit. Nope. Okay. Or maybe, nope, maybe, nope. Nope. That's okay. That's okay. Boo is back there. I mean, really, looking at the layout, how much money? He can't even do it anyway, so it's fine. Everything's fine. Mario Party, food, Tessa, and list keeps going. Aw, thank you, you're a fan of me? Oh, I love it. No, really, thank everyone for being here. It's awesome. Favorite board music of all time is Mario Party on this game. Pagoda Peak. It's awesome. Yes. Pagoda Peak is actually one of my favorites. I think it's my favorite overall in Mario Party 7. Do I have it here? Yes, I have. I have my tier list in my hand from 2 years ago. Like, almost exactly, because I made this tier list September 19th, 2024. So, about 2 years ago. So yeah, King Boo's Haunted Hideaway was top favorite. Followed by Waluigi's Island from 3. Eternal Star from 1. Then Pagoda Peak from 7. And then rounding out the top 5 is Bowser's Warped Orbit. I put it pretty high up. And then Mario Party 2 Bowser Land. Then Spaceland. Then Fair Square, Mario Party 6. Luigi's Engine Room. And Shy Guys Perplex Express. I can't talk. Those are my Tessa Jane favorites. Yeah, and I had some pretty hot takes. I think the hottest take I had was where I placed Horrorland in Mario Party 2. Yeah, I think my hottest take was where I placed Horrorland. Because again, my rankings were, my tiers were Tessa Jane favorite, great, enjoyable, boring, bad, and forgettable. So tough for me to rank them in a tier. Because we're doing that, yeah. And at least it was like fairly fresh in my mind because I had like just played through all of them. Yeah, I put Horrorland in the boring tier. Well, I think I had some strong words with my husband about that one because he loves Horrorland. Horrorland's one of his favorites. And Mario Party 2's Horrorland is just boring. Like, it's just kind of there. Ooh, it's spooky. Ooh, it goes day to night. What else does it do? Nothing. It's just boring. It's a huge board for nothing. So, yeah, how many... Because, like, I think with my rankings, with Tessa Jane favorites, like my top favorites, boards, if I just plug in a Mario Party just to play a single board, those would be the boards that I would go to. Oh, we have ads going. Ready, message to be Mario Party Violence? I'll decide that when we get to the end. I'll decide that. So yeah, with the rankings, like, my favorites were, like, if I were to just boot up the game, pick a board to play, and one board only, it would be that one, even though there's multiple from whatever. Those would be the boards I would gravitate towards. Great are, like, the really good ones. I play them a lot. They're good boards. Just, like, not quite have the oomph of a favorite. And then enjoyable are boards I enjoy. Like, I don't mind playing through them. I did rank Windmaville in the boring category, but I've had fun just chilling. I mean, really not much is happening. Honestly. Ooh, investing in windmills that no one can do anything about. That's why I like Koopa's Tycoon Town better. Wow, this is a rough go at this one.
Finish.
I'm usually not that bad. Oh
yeah, I won.
Yeah, enjoyable is like, I enjoy playing it. You know, it's like not a favorite, but it's not the worst thing in the world. And then boring, which is just kind of there. It's not bad, it's not good, it's just there. It's like I'm bored playing it, but it's like I play through it anyway. And then we have bad, which are like actually bad boards. Like, I hate it. It's a bad experience. It's fundamentally bad. That's how I rank the bad. And then the forgettable is I forget it exists. And Undersea Dream is there. It's the only one there. So yeah, and I put Horrorland from Mario Party 2 in the boring category, which was definitely a hot take. I also put Woody Woods from 3, Windmaville, the one we're playing now, Towering Treetop from 6, EGAT's Garage from 6, Sweet Dream, Future Dream, Toad's Midway Madness, Rainbow Dream, and Toy Dream. Hey, notice how most of the Mario Party 5 boards are there? Noticed how most of the Mario Party 5 boards are in the boring category? Yeah, the boards are extremely boring. The music sucks. Everything's just so slow. I would rather just sit and play minigame mode all day with Mario Party 5, and I have done that before. Like, I would rather just play minigame mode all day in Mario Party 5, but like, I hate the boards. I hate going through it. And in the bad, I have Mystery Land, Bowser's Enchanted Inferno, which we'll be playing on Thursday, and then Bowser Nightmare from 5. I put that in the bad. It's bad. It's just fundamentally bad. But yeah, the highest ranking Mario Party 5 board is Pirate Dream. And that is at the bottom of enjoyable. So it ain't that far off from boring. So that's where I rank all my Mario Party 5 boards, and my sentiment will probably still stand. So yeah, I've thought about like revamping the Gauntlet run at some point. Is there anything in... Just so I don't land on it. It is last turn, I believe. Yeah. I mean, I'm good though. I own this one. Well, that's fine. Hello, Eddie. Hello, hello. Welcome in. I'm having a good day. Eddie, just Eddie. I love that. Was it childhood? I know. I played a lot of Mario Party 7. I got Mario Party 7 bundled with my GameCube for Christmas in 2005. So yes, I was a little bit behind on the console generations, but hey. But yeah, I have thought about redoing like the Gauntlet run, just doing all the Mario parties in a row, like I did a couple years ago.
Go!
I wouldn't know when to do that. Because I did it through most of a summer. Because the GameCube Mario parties do tend to take a while. Like, this is only 40 turns, and we've already hit the 3-hour mark. So I started at 1 p.m. Central Time.
Finish!
So, yeah.
Oh yeah, I won.
So yeah, the only way the Gauntlet run worked is I did most of the GameCube Mario parties during the summer when I had the time, because I do have 2 school-age children now. And school is gonna start back up in a couple of weeks, which is gonna be crazy. And I still read "fared as farted." I still read that. That's really insane of me. It's like, let's see how everyone fared, and then my brain just translates to, let's see how everyone farted. Honestly, I think I'm in the clear for this one, because this one is just really easy to dump a bunch of money into the 3 stars, and you're good. I think that's why I put it in my boring tier, because it's just like, it's real easy to just dump money into the windmill. That's why I think Koopa's Tycoon Town in Mario Party 8 does it right. Well, like, Windmillville was like the proof of concept, and Koopa's Tycoon Town is like the actual, like, hey, this is it done to its fullest potential. Because I like it when the hotels upgrade when you pour enough money into it, total. So I do like that a lot, and it really makes it more competitive than to have just static 1-star, 2-star, and 1 3-star that's hard to get to, you know? I think that makes it a little bit better. Again, we'll decide when we get there. We'll decide. I will decide. We'll see who our options to raid are. Thought the investment mechanic maps were vastly underrated. I do agree with that. And it's like, again, Windmobile I think is the proof of concept. Like Monopoly, but good. Exactly. That's what a Koopa's Tycoon Town is, I believe. Yeah, Windmobile is the proof of concept. Koopa's Tycoon Town really refined it. Because I love Koopa's Tycoon Town. Wow, I won that by 5 spaces. That's crazy. Minigame. Okay, it was Shop. Birdo got shopping. Birdo spent a lot of money. Go off, Queen. Shop to your heart's content. If Orb was there, I would have won. Running Star I had. Red Star would have been me and Birdo. Happening would have been Birdo and Boo. Okay. I mean, I was so many stars ahead of everyone, so I really don't think it mattered on the bonus stars. But I usually like to check who would have gotten each one. You know, because anytime like minigame pops up, I usually get it. Because I'm usually really good at minigames. I usually never get Running Star. I'm usually rolling stupid low all the time. So me actually getting a Running Star is insane. Especially when it doesn't matter. Yeah, you can see the point where I bought the, yeah, you can see Boo plateauing. That was when I bought the 3-star windmill, and I never let up. Because everyone's down here, and I'm just up there, baby! Yeah, in terms of money, you can see where exactly... You can see where I spent my money on the windmill. I dumped 100 coins into it. And then, like 22 got taken from it from a Bowser Time event. But nobody else had enough money to even invest in it, to even steal it from me, so... Boo would have been the only one, but he only had 11 coins in it. So, yeah. Alright. That was fun, just to kind of sit and chat about a lot of things. We chatted about wrestling a little bit, we chatted about the state of baseball, and how I think the Dodgers are, wrongfully accused of ruining baseball, quote-unquote. Like, I'm not a Dodgers fan. Like, they're not my favorite team. I would say I am a fan of the Dodgers, and not, like, a Dodgers fan. Difference. Like, I like watching them play. They're a good, cohesive team, and the Dodgers actually care about winning. Unlike some other teams that are not willing to spend the money to keep their really good players. So, I talked about that. Some other things, too, about, you know, other Twitch things. Yeah. That's usually what, like, my Mario Party streams are. I just play 40 to 50 turn Mario Party, really depends on the Mario Party. And, we just chat about whatever. We talked about Xenoblade. We talked about Xenoblade, Xenoblade 2. So, yeah. We talked a lot. Let's see. Is she? She is live. Speaking of Xenoblade 2. Royal Blue is live with Xenoblade 2, and Royal Blue is one of my close friends. And she is also one of my mods, so she is really awesome. She is a Lion VTuber. She's really cool. It does look, if you are, I'm gonna give you a warning now because there are some like spoilery things on her screen for Xenoblade 2. If you are not past Chapter 7 of Xenoblade 2, or don't want to be spoiled on Story of 2 period, you're free to hop out of the upcoming raid, because we're gonna go raid her, because we love Blue around here. Blue's awesome. Sorry, I'm hearing my kids arguing. It's fine. But yeah, if you're not past the point of Chapter 7 in Xenoblade 2, I recommend hopping out if you don't want to be spoiled. If you don't care, then stick around. Because there are specific things on her screen that are like, yeah, there's specific things on her screen, at least I see now, that are considered a spoiler. But anyway, but also schedule for the week. I usually, for people that are new here,
Stuck in a chimney. Damn bitch.
I love it so much. For those who are coming in here and don't know, I usually play through 3 games in a week, but here lately, I've been going balls to the wall in Clair Obscur. I have made notes. Of things to do for tomorrow's Clair Obscur stream. We may beat the game tomorrow. We may beat it on Friday. So we're close to the end of the game. But there's lots of post-game content in Clair Obscur. So we may be hanging out there too for a bit. But yeah, I've enjoyed Clair Obscur. And I couldn't think of a Wednesday, Friday game to really play after Pokemon. So we're just playing Clair Obscur a lot. Which is fine by me because I really do enjoy Clair Obscur. So currently it's just Monday, Wednesday, Friday Clair Obscur, Tuesday, Thursday Mario Party. So if you want to hang out for Mario parties, Tuesdays and Thursdays are your days. Typically. Sometimes it changes. I mean, I usually keep updates in the Discord. If I change things around, Discord's usually the place to go to if things change or if I'm running late or if I cancel a stream. That's usually where I will state the announcement. So, yeah. Let's see. What should our rate message be? Hold on. Nope, that's... Because I keep misreading it as farted, we're just gonna ask how everyone farted, please. That'll be our raid message to Blue. She'll find it funny. If you are subbed to me, you can use my emotes. If you're not subbed to me, you can use whatever emotes you want. I almost sent that message immediately. Wow, that would have been crazy. I farted well today. I would hope so. I would sure hope so, because some people, it's a problem if you can't. Like, legit. Alright. Raid. I am Royal Blue. Alright. So yeah. Tomorrow, I wrote notes. We have some questy things to do, and I wrote a bunch of notes of things I would like to do in the game as well. So we'll do all that tomorrow, and we'll see where we are after all that, and we may or may not go beat the game tomorrow. If not, we'll beat the game on Friday. And Thursday, we'll do Bowser's Enchanted Inferno, because I've been just playing through all of Mario Party 7. I'm just going in order on the board. So next is Bowser's Enchanted Inferno. So yeah, that'll be Thursday. And then Friday, if we may or may not be Clair Obscur on Friday. So yeah, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays currently are Clair Obscur. Tuesdays and Thursdays are Mario Party 7. So thank you everyone for coming out and hanging out, and we will see you next time.